So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video guys. As usual, the spoilers were released last night. Also I announced this 2 days ago. I've decided to take a break from YouTube for a couple weeks. But after seeing the spoilers, I definitely wanted to talk about it. When I saw Senju's fight, I was completely shocked. That's why I thought I should make this video. Maybe after this video, I can take a break again. However, before we talk about that, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So many things have happened in this single chapter. Let's start with Senju. We already know why Senju joined this fight. And she wants to apologize to her brother. But Sanzu is a completely different person now. He does not even hesitate to hurt his own sister now. As you can see in the picture here, Senju's head is bleeding. And it says, the battle between Senju and Sanzu is still not over. Senju looks exhausted. And her head is bleeding. While Sanzu still looks fine. So the fight between the siblings has already begun and Sanzu uses the weapon. So we can say for sure that he attacked Senju. As we saw in the previous chapter, Senju has already defeated more than 50 Kanto Manji people. So yeah, it's natural for her to be tired. But that does not mean she cannot defeat Sanzu. If she wanted to, this fight would lead to a completely different outcome. Sanzu tells Senju, "Who do you think raised you since you were a kid? I clearly understand your movements." Based on this, I can say one thing for sure. In the upcoming chapters, we will definitely get another backstory of Senju. Because all we know is that the person who trained her was Wakasa. So the way they both fight is the same. Wakasa and Senju both used their feet more in fighting than fists. We still don't know how this fight started. But the only person who is in bad shape now is Senju. I think she avoids fighting with him as much as possible. This is my random thought. Because we still don't know absolutely anything about this fight. We saw Senju's strength in the three deities battle. She has almost defeated the South. And she is not fighting now, like she did in that war. We saw both her rage and anger in it. But now it's completely different. If Sanzu still starts to hurt her, Senju will definitely be defeated in this battle. I don't know why, if Senju does not want to hurt her brother, and she is going to let him continue to hurt her. In the end, she can't do what she wants. She wanted to fight Mikey. Because, in front her eyes Mikey hurt her brother. Since then everyone has split up in their own way. She thinks the lie she told was the reason for all this. But Mikey hurt him for a toy plane. That's the funniest thing so far in my opinion. So of course, there may be another reason behind this. If we want to know the answer to all this, Senju should attack him back. Instead of constantly taking attacks. Also, if Senju really wants to bring his brother to her side, she should not back down at first. Seriously, this is still unbelievable. She already has bloody wounds. But Sanzu still looks fine. At this point, it is impossible to say how this fight will end. It all depends on Senju's mindset. Since we don't know the full content, we will have to wait until the full chapter is released. I want to know what really happened between the two of them. Now second leak. Honestly, all the fights of my favorite characters have taken place in this single chapter. First Senju, now Chifu. Also in this chapter, we know the end of the Mitsuya and Hakai versus Haitani brothers fight. It says, Machi looks exhausted and he is confused. Because Chifu doesn't seem to want to give up. As you can see in this picture, they both look so tired. But Chifu still has the energy to fight. Chifu goes to attack him again. Machi says, "Why did I lose, even though we have different physiques? This is no big deal." Chifu fights with him for the second time. At least he was well aware of his strengths. In Tenjiku arc, we did not know the outcome of the fight between the two. But then the two of them seemed to be identical in strength. Machi never took Chifu as a big deal. Even in Tenjiku arc, he ignored the fight with Chifu and went to fight with Angry. But Chifu is now vice president of Toman. We can see Machi's face in this picture. He does not have the energy to fight back. He already seems to have given up. But at the same time Chifu comes at full speed to defeat him. Then finally, we can see this badass panel. Honestly, it gave me chills. It's one of Chifu's best panels now. Based on this picture, we can say for sure that Machi was defeated. The first loss of the Kanto Manji gang. And I like the fact that the first loss came from the Kanto Manji gang. I thought that first loss would be Xian. Because that clown would be right for this. I think the fight between Akin versus Xian is not over yet. Hope to get to that in the next chapter. The Kanto Manji gang is now continuously losing people. Finally, the third leak we got. Final moments of the Haitani brothers versus Mitsuyu and Hakai fight. We saw in the previous chapter that the Haitani brothers again used dirty tricks in battle. And I was always thinking about this. Ran Haitani will always be very concerned about his brother. Even in Tenjiku arc, when his brother Rin Haitani goes to attack Angry, he told him to be very careful. But the moment Angry defeated his brother, he lost his cool. He didn't even focus on other things. Only then did the angry one bring them both down. This confirmed one thing. In order to defeat the Haitani brothers, we must first separate the two of them, or need to bring down one of them very quickly. But the first thing seems possible. That is what has happened now. When the fight starts, Hakai kidnaps Rin Haitani very fast. The first step to success. Rin didn't even expect this. That's why he has this symbol on his head. Hakai is very fast in action. But Ran Haitani seems to have followed him. But I cannot say this for sure. Because this leak panel is completely messed up. But Mitsuyu immediately fights him. Mitsuyu already knows how to fight with them. Not gonna lie, this panel is so much funny to see. Ran Haitani is in a very sad state. But Mitsuyu keeps attacking him without worrying about anything. He kicks him even harder. It's so hilarious. When it comes to one-on-one fights, the Haitani brother seems to be the weakest. Also, the idea of separating the two of them was a really good strategy. They can end this fight immediately, rather than dragging on for a long time. Finally, at the end of the fight, Mitsuyu defeats that Ran Haitani. I finally got inner peace. For this, I waited a long time. Mitsuyu says, "Stand up, Ran Haitani." But he says, "Stupid, I can't stand up anymore." The conversation ends with Mitsuyu's words. In the end, it's a good one-on-one fight. But they look at each other and smile. Haitani Ran admitted his defeat. But while this was going on, Rin Haitani was also defeated. He is in a worse condition than Ran Haitani. It looks like all of Hakai's anger is embedded in his face. Finally, the leaks that have been released so far have increased the interest in the official chapter. So yeah, I can't wait to read the whole chapter. So, apart from all this, let me know in the comment section what you would like to see in story. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and good luck to all.